man. I'm telling you, man. I totally forgot I had that too.
That's the kind of thing that should be taking up space on your hard drive.
Yeah, no, it's there. It's saved in like 3 different folders, man. Like I'm never, it's like backed up on multiple hard drives.
Double redundancy.
I should send it to the crew. Like we gotta make sure we're using that. Like,
oh yeah, oh yeah. Wake up the set.
For real. 'Cause it's one of the best things I've ever seen in my life, yo. Y'all don't know what we talking about, but we do, and that shit is funny. Yo. Hey, Kev, man, look, can I take a second? Just really real quick, man. Look, we always say that we appreciate each and every one of y'all, and we really do. I know sometimes the show is inconsistent, but you gotta understand, y'all, that we really are doing this for the fun of it. You notice we haven't tried to monetize the show. We really are doing this for fun. So, for those of y'all who have been listening and coming back every other week or whatever, we apologize for not dropping the show every week. But, man, we appreciate y'all sticking with us. This is all fun to hang out with y'all. Well, really, we hanging out. For y'all to listen to us talk. That was fun for me. For y'all to listen to me, I guess. I don't know what I'm talking about. But either way.
Sure.
Just so y'all know.
But, yeah. No, that's for real.
That's for real. Like, thank y'all for sticking with us, man. We be like, yo, we're not doing it this week, and then that's just the end of the story. So, I'm sorry, but it's really how this works.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. Kev.
Yo.
I don't really have. Okay, we didn't get to talk about the Super Bowl or Usher.
Yeah.
Last week. So, what did you think? Did you watch the performance?
I did. Yeah.
What'd you think?
Because I fell asleep in the second quarter.
Fair.
And then,
reasonable. Not unreasonable.
And for some reason I did wake up. Because if I continue sleeping, you're not going to wake me up for anything. But yeah, I watched it.
What'd you think? You thought it was live? You thought it was like, all right? Like,
I thought it was cool. I mean, all the jokes have been made already. Like, I was wondering where Swizz was.
You thought Swizz should have thrown hands? He should have shown up?
No, I was just like, well, did he do that at rehearsal?
He probably didn't.
And then I genuinely thought that Jermaine Dupri was like small CeeLo.
I did. I thought that was CeeLo Green at first.
Yeah, just like yeah. I don't know what that was a choice. That was joy.
I thought the show was cool. I got a side eye from a close loved one when I said I didn't like it.
Oh.
And I was like, I don't know. I kind of like when singers actually sing.
Yeah. What was he not?
He was out of breath from the first note because he was dancing, which is dope. People keep saying, like, when the only discussion I got in about it, the person was like, man, he changed 5 outfits and was skating. And I'm like, all right, well then.
You know what I need to look up? Because I forgot to look this up. How old is Usher? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's
still a young man.
Well, he's 45. I mean,
he still changed wardrobe and skate age.
I know when I was 45, I couldn't have done one song at the energy level that he was at.
No, come on, oh, God, please. Could I? Did I like it? Could I mimic it? No, God, no.
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, but he's got
he's got
hits.
Like I play basketball every weekend. My wind is up, but not 5 wardrobe change and skates up. It's maybe 2 songs. I'm not Hug Alicia Keys ready. I'm just 2 or 3 songs ready.
Oh man, but yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed it. He's got hits. I didn't understand people who were genuine, like thought it was horrible. I was like, really?
Horrible is too far.
Yeah,
horrible is too far. I didn't put this in the topic list because I don't feel like dealing with this dude, man. Like, you know what I mean? I'm tired, and I don't know why the rest of the country isn't tired. Like, y'all not tired? Anyway, Trump dropped a new shoe, man. It sold out within hours of release. Hold on. I said Trump dropped a new shoe like he's had shoes before. I don't recall him ever having a shoe. Trump dropped a shoe, a gold shoe.
Mm-hmm.
What is it called? The Idiot 2000. What's the name of Trump's shoe, man?
No idea. I literally, like I said, did this just happen yesterday or the day before?
It was like a couple days ago.
Okay. And he went to like a sneaker convention.
Yeah.
Got booed a little bit.
Did he really?
I think. I don't know, but I don't know. It depends, I guess, who you ask. I suppose.
It's called the Never Surrender high top sneaker. It's called the Never Surrender. It's $400, $399.
What happens when you see somebody wearing these anywhere?
I mean, yeah. Well, there's a boldness to it, right? Like, you're gonna wear these, because you want to show your affiliation. You know?
Right. Yeah.
It's like the Trump flag. Like, you pass by, and people have their flags. There's one near my parents' house, and the dude is like so proud of the flag. He's like, it's like you could tell that he really thinks that he is like dominating. Like, what did the kids say? Like, he think he eating with this flag. You can tell, like, the spirit and the energy is like, yo, I'm doing it to y'all with this flag. And I'm like, dude, California is going to vote like 75% against this dude. Like, put your flag up if you want, man. But at the end of the day, you're not really persuading nobody. So,
I guess he went to that sneaker con and might have been. Well, I don't know if it was in Philly. I think it was somewhere in Pennsylvania, and there was a mixed reaction. But you said he sold out, right?
Sold out, and within hours of release. I don't know how many they made, but
all 10 pairs.
All 10, knowing him.
Man, I wonder if he covering that 350 million or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, he made a small dent in that joint. Look, it's not. Some people cop these obviously because of the historic nature of it all, right? And in 50 years, you look back and be like, there was a former president with what a crazy time to live in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're going to be in a museum somewhere. At the end of the day, that's just a fact. There's going to be a pair of those shoes in some history museum.
I just want to see what happens because the guy's not known for quality products. I just want to see these things.
Like it's flaking off.
That's what I'm saying. You don't just put gold on a sneaker,
bro. The Cybertruck is rusting per some people. So
I saw
you
that
know them
too.
shoes. Because them dudes, at least recently, seem to have been cut from the same cloth, so you never know what kind of quality you're going to get.
I can't wait to see the stories about people getting... And I mean, they're $400. How much is a pair of like Yeezys or whatever other...
I don't know. I thought there was some... I think the aftermarket on Yeezys is the price, right?
Oh, okay. I don't know, because I know Adidas is trying to unload them now, but back when they first came out. I don't know, man.
Yeah. I'm looking now, but I think this is Stock X. So yeah, they like $500 or whatever. Okay. These things look like boats, but yeah, I mean, there's the red pair that is that a Nike joint? The Nike Air Yeezys? I don't know if that's real or not. Whatever, they gotta be 38,000. So this is all aftermarket.
Yeah, I gotta go look at how much my Kobe's are worth. The Adidas Kobe's.
Oh, the
ones that look like a Cybertruck.
Yeah, like the Kobe Cybertrucks, yo. That is the world's ugliest shoe, hands down. I've never seen an uglier shoe than those Kobe's.
Until now.
Until the Go Flex came out.
Oh man!
All right, we got a couple things to talk about, man. So we're gonna go on and get to the other side. Kev, are you ready, man?
Oh, I'm ready. Oh, I'm ready.
She back. She back, fam. She back. All right, man. Yo, you know what? Let's go.
Rap Sucks Radio. Blah, 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 blah.
What up, y'all? You are live on Rap Sucks Radio with your homeboy Track Life and your fam, Kev Dakota.
100% Asian.
Okay. Okay.
It's getting racial early.
Man. Power 106 starts making changes, and all the former radio DJs is just saying random stuff now. I don't know what happened to Kev. Yo. Nah, man. He just kicking facts. But as far as real facts, continued real facts, thank y'all for tuning in, man. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. If you would like to catch past episodes of our show, you can go to rapsucksradio.com at any of your favorite podcast platforms, and you can also catch us on your social media, RSR Podcast on Facebook, Rap Sucks Radio on Instagram, and Rap Sucks Radio on Threads.
Hey.
We on Threads. We out. We out here for very few reasons.
Are we on OnlyFans?
No, we don't ever. Come on, man. See, man. You know,
I'm sorry. Spoiler.
Yeah, spoiler alert, man.
Sorry.
Hey, and you can catch us on BTSN, man. That's behind the scenes network. Download the app or channel on your Roku or any of your Amazon Fire devices. Click on that Apple channel, BTSN. There were plenty of other dope content. BTSN behind the scenes network. We want in. You can also go to btsn.watch to catch all of the dope content on there as well. And I do want to give a shout out to my family. Big shout out to my cousin Anthony and my cousin Misty. They are, at home recovering right now. Get well soon. Everything is okay, but get well soon, y'all. Back up and running. Me and Ant gonna grab some Jamaican food, and he can bring some home to you, Misty. That's cuz that's me and him time, but just so you know, we're gonna grab some Jamaican food. All right, yo. Title of this episode. And I'm only saying this because it's, episode title, Race Pretender is Wild Language, yo. That is a wild set of words put together. That's the creative writing description that's like, man.
Ever since, it's been a couple hours since you sent this over, 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
And I saw that topic title in the intervening 3 hours. I've been walking around the house just singing, "Oh yes, I'm the race pretender."
Yo, when I saw that in the article, I was like, "Oh, you brought out your guns! Like this is called. This must be a Call of Duty weapon. I don't know about
daily beasting.
Like the kids say, now they ate with that one. The person with the Trump flag around the corner from my parents' house, I don't know, but Race Pretender is eating. Yo, all right. So the first topic to go along with the episode title is Rachel back at it like a crack addict.
Mm-hmm.
Reason is Rachel Delazosa breaks her silence after being canned for an OnlyFans account. We'll get into that in just a moment. Why? Source for this is the Daily Beast. .com. The players involved are the great race pretender Rachel. Listen, infamous race pretender. Infamous race pretender. Yo, by the way,
that sounds like the worst Mobb Deep album ever.
Yo, for real. Yo, hold up. Infamous race pretender makes it seem like there are like a few others. But like she's the best one. You know what I mean? Like, what's the dude though? The British dude that tried to be like a K-pop, like tried to turn himself into a. We talked about him on the show.
We did talk. I totally forgot about him.
Yeah, like so he's like 2.
Yeah.
And he had surgery. So if she's infamous and he has surgery, like she's iller than him.
She's the GOAT. She's the GOAT.
Yeah. She's the GOAT race pretender.
Unanimous
Infamous race
AP
pretender
rating of unanimous voting. The AP top race pretenders.
what the homie used to say, good and terrible. Good and terrible. All right. Infamous race pretender Rachel De La Zosa, who legally changed her name to Nkechi Diallo in 2017.
I learned so much about her that I didn't need to know, and we're going to talk about all of it.
And I just should not laugh. I shouldn't laugh. But, I mean, what else are you going to do but laugh? All right, anyway, 2017 made her first public comment after losing her teaching job, Kev, because of her OnlyFans. And it honestly seems like she's vibing. Daily Beast, y'all got to settle down.
Yeah.
The former Washington State NAACP leader posted a cheery selfie to her Instagram story with the caption, "Keep on living," in quotes, and 3 plant emojis. What's the plant emojis for?
It's life, man.
She high as hell.
Blossoming.
Wait, what you said? If you plant a white person, they grow into a black person? Is that what you're trying to say? Is that what you said by blossoming? That's how black people are made. Like,
What are you saying? Like when she was blonde, she was like a caterpillar.
Exactly. She just went into. I shouldn't laugh. This is not really it. All right. Anyway, a spokesperson for the Catalina Hills School District in Arizona told the Daily Beast that De La Doza was no longer employed by the district. I call her De La Doza, but it's like Delazol.
I was going to say
her Rachel De La Doza the whole time.
I enjoy it every time I hear it. Yeah, Rachel Dolezal.
Dolezal. I've been calling her De La Doza like the whole time.
Since matter.
This whole story broke in 2017.
And that's not her name anymore, right?
No, it's Nkechi.
Yeah.
Diallo.
And the fact that, especially if you're from New York, the fact that she decided on the last name Diallo is just like that picture picture of that one girl kicking the other girl. That's what I feel like when I read that.
That picture breathes life into everything. Look, Dolezal. I'll say it correctly from here on out. I'm tripping. I don't know where I came up with Deladoza about that.
Say it however you want to say it, man. She doesn't
Dolezal,
care.
right. She doesn't.
Rachel Dolezal is dead to her. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not my name. That's not my name. All right. Anyway, she worked at the Sunrise Drive Elementary School since August, according to Outkick. She was fired after the school became aware of her OnlyFans account, which was listed in her public Instagram bio. She wasn't trying to hide it. Her posts are contrary to our district's use of social media by district employees policy and our staff ethics policy, the district spokesperson said. Rachel launched her OnlyFans in 2021, stating that the subscribers could expect fitness videos, hair chat conversations and tutorials, and art discussions, as well as foot pics. In 2018, Rachel admitted that although she identified as black, she was born white, sparking national outrage. With that much turmoil, it's not surprising that this newest upheaval might roll off her back. Before I pass this to you, there's an article with a single blurred out picture of her, from a screen grab of her OnlyFans. Have you seen it?
I didn't know.
All right, cool. Go ahead, Kev. I'm going to bounce past it to you, and I'm going to find that article. And while I'm giving my side of the story, I want you to scroll through, and I want your natural reaction to this photo.
No.
All right, go ahead, man. Go ahead. It's on you.
She's in Rachel chat rooms showing feet? Is that what you're telling me?
Oh, man.
So I went on the Wikipedia page. She has a Wikipedia entry, which evidently is in the midst of some controversy because people think that it should be taken down, which I didn't know there was a formal process for that, but I'm not surprised. But anyway, I would suggest going on there and reading through it as soon as you can in case it does get taken down. These are some highlights from the Wikipedia page. These are direct quotes.
All right.
Dolezal had also, or Deladoza had also claimed on an application form to be mixed race and had falsely claimed that an African-American man was her father and that her brother was her son, which is not a sentence that I expected to ever.
Nope. We are cooking with gas, Kev.
Also, I think I was aware that she published a book. The book is called In Full Color, Finding My Place in a Black and White World.
Oh my God.
But she didn't. I'm a little offended by that title as well, by the way.
Displaced. She was displaced in the black and white world.
Oh, what else? Oh, she has said that she was born and lived in a teepee and that the family had hunted for their food with bow and arrow.
Yep, she did say that.
And her own mom said that that's bullshit.
Oh my God. Was like, her mom was like, where the hell did you get any of this information from? Like, what are you even doing?
Oh, and then in June 2015, which I think is right around the time she got fired from the NAACP, and when I think we probably first learned about her, she was accused of plagiarizing a painting. This Wikipedia entry is short. It's not extensive, but every word is gold. So trust me. And I was fine with all of this. This is all just, I don't mind laughing at it. I find it hilarious. It's obviously offensive, but in a humorous way to me. I was fine until I read this sentence, which is toward the bottom of the Wikipedia page. She has stated that in the past she worked as a sushi chef.
It's on y'all. I knew it.
That's where we draw the line, Trek.
See, I knew it. I knew it was gonna happen, and that's what you get. That's exactly what you get. Now we in it together. See how this works? It always comes back around to where we all in it together.
Oh my goodness!
All right, Kev.
Okay.
I'm going to bring up the picture.
Okay.
This is a screen grab, blurred out.
Okay.
From her OnlyFans. I'm about to post. I'm not going to send it to you. I'm about to just pull it up right now on video.
Okay.
Right here, because I want your reaction when you see this. Are you right? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. What did she say? She had I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. Like I got.
Please don't. You're not going to post a picture of some black lady's feet, are you?
No, I'm not. But this. Well, I mean, I can't because if it were her feet, they wouldn't be a black lady's feet. But. She said it's going to be feet.
I just assumed that's what she was showing on OnlyFans. Someone else's feet.
She got pictures of Rosa Parks and Harriet Tubman's feet.
My God.
She tried to pass them off as hers.
Oh, God.
All right, listen. She said there were feet. She said his hair, hair talk.
Right. And
what did she say? She said something else. Like, hold up. I'm so hyped that she said fitness videos, hair chat conversations and tutorials, art discussions, and foot pics. All right?
Okay.
Does this look like any of those things?
Oh no. Whoa! She didn't say which hair.
Yo, that screen grab is reckless. It is incredibly reckless. Yo, they do so much. I'm so done. That screen grab is reckless. Somebody gotta stop them. Yo, for real. Somebody that is from an article on KVOA.com.
What is that, a TV station?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We gotta call somebody. The Marvel characters, somebody gotta stop them. They have got to be stopped this instant. They are wilding. And I know y'all can't see it, and I know, we're not gonna really post this video because we still doing some cosmetic changes to what we're doing. Kevin, this is what I'll ask. Post that, how that picture is in the slides, like in the Instagram slide. You know what I'm saying? So you can post the original picture that you're gonna post, but it's got to be the picture that we're talking about now, the screen grab from KVOA. I want people to be able to slide and see that joint the same way that I saw. Like, whoa, yo, that happened. That happened on the internet, fam. Wow.
Perineum Fitness Day,
fam. This is like, come on, man.
Okay. She has a black Santa on the wall.
Yo, it's a black Santa on it. It's a Christmas photo. Yo, stop. You know what I mean? She has gotten stopped, yo. We gotta call everybody, man. Like, everybody has to be called. Fire department. Like, we need all of y'all. Oh, fuck. FBI. Everybody needs to be involved in this situation to stop.
You know what's the only thing you can't see in that picture? The only thing you can't see is her damn feet.
That's what I'm saying. There's no hair talk in that joint. There's no artistic conversation.
Nobody's talking. But you know what also I was wondering is, what the hell was she teaching at this elementary school?
Man.
Did you find out? Because I think I did.
Did you really? Okay.
She was teaching gardening.
No. Please tell me that you're being funny.
I'm not gardening.
She was teaching gardening. Oh, yeah. My God. Well.
Like with hose.
Well, the picture's blurred out, but maybe things were gardened correctly.
Oh, my goodness.
There was, and a lot of y'all, and the reason why, out of all jokes aside, a lot of you, including me, feel a certain way about letting go of a teacher based on their private life, right? I'm kind of right there with you. However, when you see the screenshot, you might feel a little uncomfortable with the idea of her teaching your elementary school children. Now, not that it matters like that. I'm just saying you might be like, oh, you gotta keep that one closed up. I don't know. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's a toss up. I can hear several arguments, but wait till you see the screenshot.
Now let me ask you something.
Sure.
What if it had nothing to do with OnlyFans? Like, what if OnlyFans was not in the conversation at all, right? And she was just the person who we came to know about a few years ago, who went from graduating from an HBCU,
correct? Yes.
Which is fine. I'm with you. It's all good. To
pretender.
Teaching at a university, I believe, to representing a state chapter of the NAACP. And now you find out that your child is going to have her as a teacher, your elementary school age child. I mean, I would have a problem with that.
Word.
I don't care if she's teaching gardening or pre-calculus. It doesn't.
or Black history. Yeah, I thought it was a little odd. She's pretty polarizing to be an elementary school teacher, if that makes any sense. But this was the thing I was joking with my wife about, because there were people who were saying, see, the NAACP. And I'm like, I mean, but what were they supposed to do? It's not like they're going to draw blood. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, blaming it on them for making the mistake?
Yeah, like she had actual pictures of a black family in her house. Like, who's going to double and triple check that?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no way you can follow up. So, it's one of them things. Matter of fact, it's sort of like, in a weird way, a little bit of a positive thing that colorism wasn't that serious in in the NAACP for them to just be like, all right, well, she looked black enough. Come on and kick it. You know what I'm saying? Like, graduated from an HBCU, which for those who don't know, because there are people who don't know this, Kev, there is no college in the country that is single race admission. So there are people who believe that HBCUs only enroll black students, and that is not true. The reality is the number of non-black enrollment, non-black in general, and also white enrollment is pretty much equal in reverse. About every college on average, non-HBCU has about an 6 to 8% black enrollment, right?
Okay.
HBCUs have about a 7 to 8% white enrollment.
Gotcha.
So you can be a white kid. Matter of fact, one of the best quarterbacks in HBCU was a white guy. So you can, or was, I don't know what it is now, but years ago it was a white guy. So for those of you who don't know any better, I'm telling you right now that an HBCU is not only a school for Black Americans or Pan-Africans or whatever. Anyone can enroll in an HBCU. There's several Asian students in HBCUs, Latino students, Hispanic or Latino. However, that identification is supposed to be named. I apologize if anybody's offended. And, white students or whatever. So I just want to clarify that because I've actually had that argument multiple times throughout my life and had to say, yo, that's not true. So settle that. All right. Oh,
yeah, I mean, clearly. Because she's white.
I mean,
Also, I forgot to say we're not here to kink shame. Also.
I mean, no, but we here to laugh at it.
Oh, yes, we are. That picture looked like she dropped some loose change. I forgot the camera was on.
I've never experienced it, but when they say that you got to go to jail and they do a contraband check, I was like, okay. So that's what that looks like.
Oh, man. Just like
man, look.
She had to cough.
You got to understand, Kev. And for the people that listen to the show before they go to our Instagram or whatever and peep, like, I had zero idea that no one, I mean, me nor you, nor anyone who clicked on that article had any idea they were going to see that, of all things. It was like, whoa. Even blurred out. It was shocking. Like, yo. I had to turn the internet off for for a couple hours. Like, oh man. Yes.
Oh Lord.
It's not work safe, but it's not particularly work. So like if your boss walked by and saw, even though it's blurred out, you're still gonna get some questions. So be mindful when you go to @Rapsix Radio or Instagram or whatever and see this one, because this one is gonna throw you off a little bit.
You're gonna get people fired.
No, I'm trying to make sure that everybody. I'm trying to mentally prepare people for it. Like, listen, y'all. I'm trying to protect y'all because I was completely caught unaware. So I'm trying to help out my folks, man. I care about y'all, man. I just want to make sure y'all are all right at the end of this.
This is terrible. What's she gonna do now?
Yo, hopefully not that. She said, just keep on living, I guess.
Vibing.
Keep vibing. I mean, I don't know if the Daily Beast got that part accurate, but infamous race pretender is, that's that heat.
You know who I whose opinion I really want?
Who's that?
Black Santa.
He race pretending too.
Oh God. Oh, yes.
Hey, man, come on. You know we anti-fictional characters being any other race than the ideology, than the idea we want that fictional character to be. Mermaids can't be black, neither can Santa. Stop.
Oh, Rachel.
Thank you so much. I mean, no, I don't know, man.
That picture gave a whole new definition to that phrase, the Rachel haircut.
Oh my God. She is wilding. There's really no other descriptive word for it other than, yo, if I've been saying bugging since I was like 8.
Uh-huh.
And it's had a fairly, wide range of meaning.
Oh, yeah, versatile.
It's a very versatile word, but this is about as direct as it gets. Like, she is bugging. Like, yo. Not just for having an OnlyFans and a contraband check photo on it, but like the whole collection of events that she's been a part of, from being a sushi chef to she just yo. And
that was talk about sushi chef.
Chopping it up. She and here's the ill thing, Kev. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. We would just think she was interesting if she didn't pretend to be somebody else. She'd just be like, "Oh yeah, the white chick is cool, man." She'd just be trying to do stuff, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, she's, she just is a all world, I don't see color type of person or whatever. Like, she would just be cool. Like, she never had to really pretend to be anything. We'd just been like, "Oh, Rachel the homie, man. She's straight."
Well,
Well,
she seems a little weird.
She'd be weird, but aren't they all? Not they as in white people. Just women in general.
Why'd you whisper there? You're gonna get hit.
It got low. You're gonna get some low, boy. From the window to the wall.
Get a little level adjustment real quick.
Hey, man. Shorty crying.
Well, God bless her. Bless her heart.
Bless her heart, as the Southerners say. In Southern slang, not in real. All right, check it out. Kev, have you seen? I know you have the graffitied up building.
Yeah, just pictures though. I haven't.
You haven't seen it. I haven't seen it up close either. I was shocked though. Before of course, before we get into this story, and I'm extra chatty tonight. Forgive me, y'all, but the thing that's funny about that is you pass by something so long that you think that it's actually still being developed. My mind had not assessed that it was had been stagnant for years. Mm-hmm. I thought they were just still working on it. Like, I don't know, it's a big ass building. Like, I don't know how long it's going to take for it, what I'm saying? For it to be done. So I didn't realize that it had been stagnant and it's now billions of dollars to complete it. But anyway, topic number 2 is titled, Kev. I don't know. The developers should sort of lean into it, right?
Yeah.
Listen, LA City Council approves resources to address vacant and tagged up development. So for those of you, let's go real quick. It's just NBCLosAngeles.com. Players involved are LA graph writers. They killed it, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Just big shout out to them. They bodied that joint. Okay, so an unfinished high-rise development in downtown LA that has been tagged with graffiti, bombed, y'all. I'm talking like skyscraper floors of things you could only dream of doing right next to the Staples Center, by the way. This isn't like, for those of you guys who are not from Los Angeles, when you see that building and see the pictures of that building, this is right next to the Staples Center, the convention center, right, Figueroa, the Target, where, if you're familiar with LA, a little bit where the ice skating rink is, it's like, this is prime. This is off the freeway visible. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This isn't like a building somewhere off in a cut in West Covina or Carson. No, this is right in the middle of downtown LA. And it was sort of supposed to be part of this sort of prize skyline that was being developed in LA prior to the pandemic, when people were actually moving there for like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, actually, it doesn't make a lot of sense to live in downtown Los Angeles. And people became reasonable and moved into one of our 101 suburbs. So, and in Los Angeles speak, I'm talking developmental Los Angeles speak, Compton is considered a suburb. So when I say move to the suburbs, I mean like one of our many small connected cities. Anyway, so just note that this is like in the middle of the action. Like they grabbed a prime real estate building. Anyway, the city council has ordered the owners to clean up the graffiti and secure the property. If they do not comply, the city will take action. I don't know what the hell they're going to do, but whatever. Councilman Kevin De Leon said the city will not tolerate blight and vandalism. Fam. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't tolerate it. Have you? I'm sorry.
You got a problem with this, but you have what right next door? The Crypto.com arena. Get out of here.
Oh, you're not going to tolerate blight and vandalism? I'm sorry, sir. Have you seen the 101, 110 interchange? Yeah. Those poor kids that have been painted on the wall in the 80s have been graphed over so many damn times.
We were just driving down there the other day, and there was another fire underneath the freeway. Yeah, I was like,
good luck.
Yeah.
I mean, the city not fall in the pot, but I'm not so sure that you not tolerating graft. If you stand in a spot long enough in downtown, somebody gonna tag on you. You need to be careful. Anyway, he said he added that the property owners are responsible for the cleanup, which duh. Some residents have criticized the city for spending resources on the property instead of addressing homelessness. I agree with that. But it's not really the city that's spending money anyway. LAPD Central Division, which oversees downtown LA and other areas, reported at least 7 individuals have been arrested on suspicion of vandalism, trespass, burglary, and other crimes, according to recent statements. Central Division detectives were also placed to investigate crimes committed at the site. On turning the complex into housing, Kev, De Leon said it was easier said than done, obviously. Yeah. He said it's not that simple because we don't have $1 billion lying around right now to buy this 3-tower development. This is just the current value, if you will, more or less on the actual abandoned building. It takes another $1 billion at least, and he's saying that conservatively, to actually complete and finalize the building. So buying the building is $1 billion, completing the building is about conservatively another $1 billion, $2 billion to knock it all out. And I'm assuming that's including cleanup. Kev, I've been talking too much. You got it.
No, this has been a story that's been in the news a little bit. What I didn't realize, we talked about the Grammys last episode, and the one part of the show that I definitely missed was the very beginning. And I think Trevor Noah was standing outside Crypto, I think where the awards were. And in the background, you can see this building. So this was on national television, which I think probably didn't make these city council people all that happy or whatever. But I don't know. I also saw some renderings of the way the place was supposed to look when it was done, and they look pretty dope too. That's the sad thing. But I mean, it's a mess. It's obviously a mess. I think the problem is that the investors are foreign investors, and they haven't even put up like a construction fence around, like a security fence around the building, right? So that's how these guys are getting. And I don't know the building well enough to know how easy it is to get up, because they went up all the way up, basically. I mean, they were throwing up pieces how high off the ground. It looks
like 60 something floors up at least. It feels like, right? Like, I mean, I might be exaggerating, but it was at least 30. At least 30.
And I'm sure part of the concern is just, if somebody goes up there and then, gets hurt or whatever, then what happens? You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, it's a mess. But yeah, drive in downtown LA any day of the week, even now when it's been somewhat more cleaned up, whatever, you're going to see a lot worse stuff than than that building.
Oh yeah,
you know,
you are. Yeah.
So I'm not sure what I'm sure there's more to it than they're willing to say because they're getting pressure from whoever, you know. But I don't have time for people who, you know, want to argue about how to use $1 billion.
Well, yeah.
Maybe they could put out some sneakers.
Right. No, go ahead and put out some Gold Flex. I have time, and here's my thought on it. I know that they can't. So I'm gonna bury this all. Like, obviously they can't. But it would be pretty dope if they could just lean into the graffiti. Like, all right, we're going to make this part of the building's aesthetic and finish the building. You know what I'm saying? And have it as sort of an artistic addition to the development of the building. Now, I understand where the building is. I understand that it's, you know, supposed to be a high-end apartments, etc. So you really can't, because that would decrease the value of it pretty dramatically, because I'm the only one who would be like, if I had $1 million, I'd stay in the graffiti building. Like, that's me. And I think like 12 other people. So I get it. But I have been to places in Europe where graffiti is part of like, you know, Belgium, as it was being, you know, westernized after the wall fell. There's art everywhere because there wasn't any.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So artistic expression on the side of buildings in Italy and other places. Now, Antwerpen, in a place that would be sort of, it shocked me because it was sort of like the equivalent of the Beverly Center. They have this event every year where graph writers come and bomb it. Like they change the writing.
Oh, okay.
I think every year. I'm not sure if they still did it, but they still do it. But they were doing it 20 years ago when I was there, and the aesthetic was dope. Like, people were okay with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I would have liked to have seen them feel comfortable leaning into it. But I understand, obviously, when $2 billion are on the line, at least you can't do that. It would be nice though.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting to see what happens because I don't think the developers want anything. It seems like they don't have the time to deal with it either, or the desire to deal with it at all, right? Otherwise, you know, it wouldn't have happened.
I mean, what do they want? How you build like?
They want a couple bills. they want to have a sound investment, and they just walked away, right? Basically,
they just mobbed out. Yeah.
Yeah. So
they just completed 3/4 of massive high rises and then just mobbed out. Like, we done.
Yeah, maybe Rachel Dolezal can live there and copy everybody's tags.
Blur them joints out.
Open a sushi restaurant on
yeah.
the roof.
I was, every time I passed downtown, I was like, who the fuck lives here? I know a couple people that do, but I'm like, I mean, I guess before the pandemic, it made sense. Matter of fact, before the pandemic, I was actually a little envious of people that were moving to downtown again and blah, blah, blah. And I know a couple people that live there, and with the rail system being updated, there's some benefits to it, etc. I could imagine back when we were doing the Timeless Music thing, like, that would have been great if everything was as it is now. Uber existed, right. The gold, the red, and the purple and blue lines, because, you know, then I could go to Hollywood, perform, go grab something to eat, hop back on the train, go back up to Union, and go home. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But now
it's tough, man. Yeah, and I'm not out enough to know the difference between now and pre-pandemic, but a lot of my opinion, I'm not sure about you, but a lot of my opinion is similar to yours, but it's also affected by years and years of downtown being the way it was before people started to move in there. You know what I mean? And then and the trains don't run all night. So that's a problem. We're really selling it here. And then Skid Row is
Right
like
there.
the biggest development in the whole area. You know what I mean?
Well, but I don't know if either one of us know the answer to this, but I thought they moved the trains up to where they like stop at 1:30 and start again at 3:30 or something like that.
Oh.
I thought. I don't know if that's true.
Oh,
I know
okay.
before it was like 5, which in Atlanta I think that's the case too. It's like stops at 1 something and starts back at 5:30. I only know that because I had to sleep at a train station during one of the festivals or whatever, because I was only there for one night and I had to come home or whatever, and I didn't realize the train stopped.
Oh, okay.
So I was like watching people pimp and pander outside of the station and trying to survive until the train started again.
Did Jermaine Dupri show up dressed like CeeLo?
I mean, he might have. I mean, he's so small, I might have just stepped over him. Might have been the leprechaun that kept me lucky, that kept my survival up. Nah, but yeah, I mean, I know plenty of people that live down there, so I don't want to make too much fun of it. But
Yeah, I mean, it's a choice.
It's not like New York.
No, it's got.
You know?
But I suppose they're trying to get there to some extent. But there's a lot of challenges.
You can't. New York's rail system is bar none.
Oh yeah,
It's
in this country, and it's nothing compared to some other countries. So many.
Well, yeah,
other countries.
Japan or Tokyo's is supposed to be dope. London's the underground is dope.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I don't know. Are there that many that, and this is my international ignorance, are there that many that are that much better than New York's? Because New York seems like the best.
I loved it.
Yeah.
But that's. I don't have a lot of context though for other countries and stuff like that. But I know that there are places that a few places that can compete on that level. LA's just, to go from, because I think most people who didn't grow up anywhere around Southern California don't realize that downtown LA up until, what year would you say? Maybe like the 2010s, maybe? 2000?
Yeah.
Like, it was done. After the sun went down, you didn't really want to be, unless you knew exactly where you're going, you're not going to go walk around walking around different parts of Manhattan or whatever. For no other reason than there was nothing going on.
No.
And the stuff that was going on probably wasn't something you necessarily wanted to be a part of. So
you didn't want to end up on. I mean, there are places that are open after 2:00 on Alameda, but it ain't nowhere I want to be.
Mm.
Or you leave El Hacienda, the El Hacienda, right, and you go straight to your car and hit the crib and hope your car window ain't busted out.
That's right.
So, go to Grand Star or whatever. But LA, this is a good conversation between you and I, because you lived in New York for an extended period, which I have a few other people who lived there for 1 or 2 years, but you lived there for much longer. But when you were in LA, I think you had a really good young person's experience of LA as well, though. It's not like you were centered in your own zone. Like because of your profession, you got to see a lot of what was, hot spots in LA. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, for sure.
And the fact that LA shuts down at 2 a.m.
Yeah,
I think is the biggest difference to me.
It definitely is one of the biggest differences, but just the difference with New York is just the concentration of people in this small space. People think of New York as grand and big, and it is. And then especially when you also include Brooklyn and Queens, but still that is a relatively small footprint compared to how big LA is. Like when we moved back here, wifey didn't really, I mean, she knew, but until we were here, she was like, oh my goodness, this is, this place is huge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So everything can be spread out, you know, I'm generally fine with that. But in New York, yeah, everything's open all the time. You know, you come out of the club at 4:00. I can always find something that I want to eat. Whether it's healthy or not is another question, but, you know, discussion. Yeah. But yeah, it's just two different lifestyles. But it would be cool if they could, like, I think, you know, with the train, that's definitely a big deal. And then, and I also heard that, and this may be anecdotal and may not be based on any actual facts, but I think, it's gotten a little less safe especially for, you know, young ladies to ride the subway. It's kind of sexist to say. It's sexist, whatever.
In New York or
no, here
in LA.
Yes, since the pandemic kind of really slowed everything down. So I feel like I've heard a few people say that they don't feel quite as comfortable riding the train. But and I'm not sure if that's the same in New York. I mean, in New York you kind of have to. So and there's people around all the time, but I know here I heard some of that. So I don't know, man. It's tough. Yeah. It's tough. But I tell you what, of all the challenges that we have, I don't think that beautiful burners on the side of a abandoned high rise are anywhere in the top like 100 problems that we have in this place.
Well, I 1 through 97 is homelessness, and right. So there's that, and they're doing quite a bit, or attempting to. The mayor is, she's making a pretty grand effort to resolve that, but you know, it's gonna take a lot of time and a lot of resources, a lot of effort, a lot of money.
Yep.
And $2 billion on a building that ain't nobody finna move into. I don't know. There's better places to live. I feel like I sound so shitty on a city like that, right? But no, man, like there's better. Like I'm talking from a pure like commuter, localized, get to the local grocery store, get to the local things you need. There are much better places to live right now than downtown LA. In my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if I was young, I'd want to be there. Just to be honest, I want to be there or Hollywood.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. And I don't know any young people anymore, but but I would assume Hollywood still has the same cachet as it always has. Yeah, and downtown, I could see, spending a few years there or whatever. But it is a fundamentally different experience, I have to believe. In the limited number of times that I've hung out down there, going to see you guys or whatever, downtown LA, it has changed. But and the changes have been honestly pretty large scale. Mm-hmm. But massive, even with those large scale, I guess the point is the place that we're coming from with downtown LA is so not conducive to daily and especially nightlife, but living there and functioning, like you said, going to the grocery store, going to get finding a gas station or like just little things like that. Right. Yeah. We had, it was in such a place that was not conducive to living in downtown that even those big changes have not brought us to a place where it's like, oh, now everything's better, or,
Right. Even though it is, it's still not better enough than where, absolutely. I absolutely understand what you're saying. Look, Kev, we got to get out of here, man. Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. This has been Rap Sucks Radio. I am your homeboy, Track Life, and that dude over there, that's your fam, Kev Sakota.
That's right. And if you happen to know Rachel Dolezal, please tell her that we are her only fan.
We are not. Rachel, don't even. Just check out. Check out.
Black Santa sees you.
Knows when you were sleeping and knows when you awake.
You were awake.
Know when
that
you've
day.
been bad or good. That's for sure. Because he was watching that whole video. He was bugging.
Oh.
Anyway, thank y'all for tuning in. We appreciate each and every one of y'all. Catch us at Rap6 Radio on Instagram, at Rap6 Radio on Threads, and RSR Podcast on Facebook. We are out of here like last year on the count of three. We say peace. 1, 2, 3.
Peace.
We out, y'all.
See ya.
Bugging.